Oh my god, I was not making 60 frames for a bit, so that was kind of boring right there. It's just like, yeah, it's a simple game. I usually get like, I've been 960, and I'm just like sitting here looking at the frames at 57. Like, really? Right. Let me do this. I know you are guilty. You must be punished. Go, stared at her dumbfounded for a few seconds. At her dumbfounded for a few seconds. But the man didn't try to appease her. He only stepped closer to Rosa and wrapped his arms around the hysterical girl. Let go of me! I hate you! Let go of me! But Gulamine didn't. If you need something to hate, then I'll accept your hate. But you must accept my comfort too. I need you too, right now, Rosa. You are the only one who loved her as much as I did. Gilliman's words brought back Catherine and Rosa's mind. Almost at once, the anger was replaced with a sadness so heavy that she couldn't breathe. Why was she so angry yet again? She was focusing on anger instead of pain. It was easier. The real tears came all for the loss of the girl they both loved. Tomorrow. Oh, that's music! I can't have that. Uh, uh, Tomorrow was not going to come. There it was only right now. The loss, and two friends mourning a loved one. Rosa cried until she thought she couldn't be able to stop, and Goleming quietly held her. Slowly, her weeping began to subside into sobs, and only then did she speak again. Stay in the chateau, Rosa. I know you are thinking of leaving now that Catherine is gone, but I
User
can't let
entered
you
your
wander the
channel.
streets again.
Sound muted.
I will take care of you. It, it's what Catherine would have wanted.
Sound resumed. Sound
That
muted.
was an accident for the. Like a spell being broken, these words brought back her anger. How could you possibly know what Catherine wanted? She pushed his arms away from her. She's dead! Gulamine's mouth pursed, and he stepped away. I want you to go. Please leave me. Gulamine sighed and closed his eyes. I understand. He turned on his heel and left without another word. Oh,
Sound muted.
hours seemed like minutes to her. She would fall asleep and awaken in unfit intervals so often that she had lost the exact time. Awake, she would stare at a part on the wall with no coherent thoughts forming in her mind. One would think morning should be spent in a depressing frenzy. All the reason to grieve your are yours. After all, she she would could wail now if she wanted. She could pull on her hair, curse the skies. She could reminisce the past, admire the fatality of human lives. But unfortunately, it was something less poetic. Pain was simple. It was clean. It was a well-sharpened knife that sliced through the heart in one stroke. No blood, no mess, empty. When tears were spent, there was just a hole where your heart had been. The hurt called out to you. It lingered. But since there was nothing there anymore, You couldn't find where the pain ended and you began. Rosa slept all day. The sun had gone down twice before she shifted from her bed. She stood up slowly, deliberately, with a purpose. My child, you know I hurt when you're hurt. Already a surge of power flowed within her, fueled by her grief. The power filled her up, and there was so much emptiness inside that entire energy that the energy seemed to saturate her whole body. People, propose, purpose was always a balm of grief. Mother, tell me what to do. Justice! Start with his guilt, child, to deliver punishment fitting for one so vile. He cannot get away from this. Oh, damn! Ah, eh. Oh, ow, ow. Rosa didn't speak, but she started to form the words in her mind, feeling them in her bones, giving life to every thought. She took a small knife and carved the symbol on her floor. It didn't need much, a guilt spell. It didn't aim to punish, it only aimed to inform. She needed to know how much guilt the man carried and the source of such guilt. If the guilt was concrete and came from a direct action, then she would know Guillaume did something to Catherine. It had been a while since she used magic. It used to be the only way she could protect herself from the world. Mother had taught her that, and now Mother guided her as she cast her spell. She needed a possession of the man. Rosa opted for his voice, still fresh from memory. She focused on the last conversation they shared. If you need something to hate, I will take care of you. I need you. His words made Rosa feel distress and confusion. Always it was this way with him. The feeling wasn't foreign. It had been there for years. I will always be here for you. Oh, Rosa felt a violent voice upturn her stomach. It was that horrid lurch just before vomiting. You failed! The spell collapsed in her brain. Focus, idiot child, or you'll lose your chance. Rosa tried again. This time she focused on Gullimin's eyes, cold, like flints of steel, dark and fathomless. No grief except perhaps for this situation. No, Catherine. No pain of loss. This doesn't matter to her. The relationship was dying anyway. Where was his guilt? Rosa dug deeper. She increased the chanting on her lips. No torment, no uncertainty, no guilt. Did the spell fail again? She searched once more and found nothing. There was no guilt in Gullimin's eyes. She could stop the spell now, knowing that he was innocent. If the spell had worked, then Gullimin was blameless. But this absence was most distressing. Rosa desperately pushed her mind further, almost wishing there were traces hiding beyond her reach. Guilt should be present in any loss, no matter how little. Don't we blame ourselves for our own loss? Don't we hate ourselves and punish ourselves, even if it wasn't our fault? It didn't have to be real, but we need guilt to feel pain. But Gullimin didn't have a sliver